to like exhale. It's just been wild scenes, and to this channel to document my weight loss journey. So results, what are those? Don't know them, haven't seen them around here for about 2 weeks, so yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm documenting my weight loss journey. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys basically the end of May. The last 2 weeks have been shambolic, to say the least, just shambolic. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys know, my weight loss journey is all about me staying consistent, number one, reducing my portions, eating within, I'm intermittent fasting, so I'm eating between 11 to 7 and then fasting for the time between that. So I've been doing this for about 2.5 months now. I think I'm even into the 3rd month actually. Yeah, because May would have been the 3rd month, I'm sure. So, but we can just write off May. Let's just put it that way. We can just write off May, because although I don't think I've gained weight, I haven't actually checked yet. I'm sure I haven't lost any weight. So, and not so much because I've stepped on the scale, but because I can see that I don't feel slimmer. My clothes fit about the same. Obviously better than when I started, but there has been no improvement. Results, what are those? Don't know them, haven't seen them around here for about 2 weeks, so yeah, there's that part. But anyway, I could obviously have to tell you guys why I've struggled so much. Well, basically, in the UK, this is about the time that some universities have their exams. This is like the exam period, and basically I've had exams, and my exams wanted to rob me of my life and just my brain, and basically my exams have been like stepping on my neck. Guys, I haven't been able to like exhale. It's just been wild scenes. And I had one of my exams today, and I would say it was the last of the 3 very tough exams, and just I couldn't even function properly. Like I felt like I was eating, breathing, sleeping my revision. So it just, my sleep was all over the place. I was just like sleeping at silly times of day, getting up at silly times of day, taking a quick nap, getting right back to the work. There was just so much to cover and so much to understand, and I've never done exams like this in my life. So there was almost like no preparation for how much it would kind of take over my life, which then disrupted everything else. When I was in the first week, when I was just like, okay, this is getting really hard to kind of juggle everything, I thought to myself, okay, take your own advice. You know it's going to be tough. How do you like mitigate what's going to happen? How do you reduce kind of the fallout before you face it? So then I told myself, at the very least, I need to be eating within my window if I can. So the first week I tried to start to doing that. Even though what I was actually eating wasn't the healthiest and my portions weren't the best, I thought at the very least, let me keep my habit of my hours. That didn't last for very long. That didn't last very long because the way my appetite came back with a vengeance. Like I had some weeks in the month before last where I was feeling so full from eating very little, and all of a sudden I was starving. I was like, in the last 2 weeks I have not been this hungry for ages. I don't want to say this, but I think, is it because my brain is using more power? Like, is that what's going on? Because the brains do use more energy, guys. Is that, can we say that's the reason why I ate so much? Because I was so hungry. I'd be like studying for like 2-3 hours. I'd be like, I am starving. And I would have just had a meal, like obviously 3 hours before that. So my only explanation could be, I'm using more calories. So, God, does that mean I don't use my brain when I'm not hungry? I don't know, but I have just basically been more hungry than I felt for a while. So I had to eat. I'm not denying myself food, obviously, that's not what this journey is about. But I was eating more than the calorie deficit that I have been eating previously. And when I'm really hungry, I get angry, guys. You can't concentrate when you're angry. So I had to like calm that beast down so I could get back to work. And so I've been eating more because of that. And you can imagine I wasn't going to bed at my normal times of day. Sometimes I was going to bed like 3 a.m, 4 a.m, then I'd be up again at like 10. So it meant that maybe at 11 o'clock at night, I was really, really hungry because I was staying up doing so much that I was hungry again when I would have normally have been in bed. So I was eating more. I was eating at not between my fasting periods. And so that was very disruptive to my intermittent fasting. So when I realized that that was also happening, I told myself that for next week, because that was what happened in the first week. And then for the next week, now that I knew that, oh, I'm not going to be sleeping well, my sleep is kind of all over the place, I told myself, look, what you should try to do at least is maybe have a bigger meal in your eating window. So maybe you'll be full for longer, so that even if you're up at 1 a.m, 2 a.m, you won't really feel the hunger, even if your last meal was at 7. And that's what I did for the second week. So although I was still eating much more than I wanted to, I wasn't very, very hungry at silly times of day, so that I would then eat again an hour before I went to bed. That's how I kind of took my own advice. I told myself that how can we limit the damage, but not let it worry you so much that it distracts you from your revision. And what I said was, look, I know I can't tell myself not to eat when I'm hungry. I know I'm going to be up late, so what can I do? I ate a little bit more in my window so that I wouldn't be hungry outside of those hours, which thankfully worked quite well. It did mean that when I ate just before 7, I was feeling like, oof, this is like more than I need. But it did mean that I wasn't hungry at all the way till when I went to bed. So I did find it really challenging in terms of telling myself it was okay that I wasn't really sticking to my own weight loss plan. And you know, I tend to be hard on myself when I do that because I'm very much used to getting results and being consistent. And I had to tell myself that it's okay that these next 2 weeks aren't ideal, because first of all, you have to prioritize your exams. You have to prioritize your mental state because you have to perform well. And then I told myself that it's 2 weeks, like it's not the end of the world. You can get right back on it afterwards. And that made me feel a little bit at ease, because, you know, I'm just so desperate to be like always getting results, however shape or form they come in, you know, whether it's inches going down, whether it's weight loss, whether it's strength, whether it's energy, whether it's my skin. I always want to see something change, and I wasn't really seeing that, and I had to tell myself it was okay not to see that. But I guess what I could say actually is what I have seen is a change in my attitude, because I guess I could have taken that quite badly, the fact that I wasn't getting the results I wanted and the consistency dropped off. So I guess there's something there actually with the fact that I'm a little bit more like patient with myself. So obviously not the best way to end the month, but I think it could have been far, far worse if I hadn't told myself, it's okay, calm down. It's 2 weeks, it wasn't great, but you go again type of thing. And my mindset could have been much more different if I had been way too critical of myself. And then it would have been like a rocky start to the beginning of this month too. So I think with that being said, next week I have 2 more exams, but they aren't the tough ones. Well, they're all tough, but they aren't as tough as the ones that I've just passed. To me anyway, the ones I've just had were just like, what is happening here type of thing. So I really needed to be like in the mindset to be able to overcome my nerves, to be able to do as well as I could. But the ones coming up, they're kind of not the scary ones. So I know that I can kind of start getting into my routine of my weight loss journey again. So I'm very excited to be back on track. Back on track properly, you know, because I guess I didn't go off track entirely. Well, no, I did, but we're back. We're back on track. And I'm also excited because I've got a little bit of something that I will tell you guys next week about helping me get back on track. And it's very exciting, so stick around for that. But yeah, thanks guys for watching again, and I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Please like and subscribe. Bye. So I'm sure most of you know I started this channel to document my weight loss journey. So I'm documenting my weight loss journey for all to enjoy and hopefully learn, because sometimes I'm not too sure myself. Why did I get creative? Why did I get creative? Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, no, we're keeping it snappy. We're keeping it snappy. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, Alexandra here. Welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alexandra here. So